What up, traders? It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman Team. Self and welcome to Everyday FXT, guys. Picking up from where I left. If I say even more, go press that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Turn on that notification bell to be notified when I drop. This is a very informative content. It will be very helpful for not only you but for a lot of people who would like to who are beginners in this business. So guys, yeah, go do the things to be done and then come back. Let's get into it. So like I said, I'm continuing from where I left. So the main question that really is highlighted right now. It's bold and highlighted. It's how to spot a good entry. How to spot a good entry. This is exactly what I'd say. I don't even know the word. I don't know how to use. So yesterday we were about how to know when to buy or sell. How to spot out. How to know when to buy or sell. How to know when to place an entry. So today we are on how to spot a good entry. So the main focus of yesterday was to talk about yesterday. This is where we at. If you want to know yesterday, go and watch my previous what happened now? Go and watch my where's my stuff? Oh god damn. Okay guys, we know the main question is how to spot a good entry. So first thing first. First thing first, guys, when you want to spot a good entry, you firstly have to okay, yeah. Eh. First thing first, you have to identify the trend from the biggest time frame. Exactly right now, I'm in a 4 hour time frame. You have to identify a trend from the biggest time frame. So that's the first thing you need to know. And the second thing will be you look at the area to trade, precisely a level where it is either cheap or expensive. At the point where you feel like, okay, the market is cheap, the market is expensive. I mean, the market is now at its lowest low. I want to buy it. It's very cheap. The market is at its highest high. It's very expensive. I want to sell it. Right? There's no confirmation as to whether no, the market now is cheap or it's expensive. It's just something that you can identify with your eyes. You can identify using uh, uh, the fundamental type of trading. You understand? So right now, you want to spot a good trade, a good entry, like a point where you say, I'm placing a trade now, I'm buying or I'm selling. So first thing first, you have to have you maybe get a book or something where you say, okay, right now, these are the things that I'd like to see before I place this entry, before I press the sell or buy. These are the things. So it is more ideal if you identify those things. Trusting your analysis is a very good thing to do. So as for me, guys, First thing I look for when it comes to my entry requirements, I look for direction, I look for multi-touches, I look for a pattern, I look for a candlestick confirmation, and then I go and look at my moving averages. Right. Let me just say I look at my indicator, the indicator that I use. So I've given you guys just five of those entry requirements of my own. I'm not saying you can or you cannot use mine, but I trust my own analysis when it comes to entry requirements. So you can create your own. You can maybe look at maybe something like okay, it's ideal that you look for candlestick confirmation. That's number one, and then you look for a pattern. It is more looking at a pattern. You're looking for that double top, head and shoulders, triangle, flags and all that, right? You are looking for a pattern. Looking for multi touches, you want to see those rejections in that area. When you see the market rejecting that area, you know, good, now is the time to place my entry, right? So let me give you guys an example before I open a chat and say to you, all right now, this is where we say we're doing the things. You saw the market shooting up, right? The market shot up. The next thing, the market loses the momentum, right? And then boom, the market gives you something like this, right? From there, you see a very strong point where the market shoots down, right? Okay, let me just take this and move it just a little bit here. Not forgetting the wicks, guys. I will give you a wick. So what you're seeing right now is this. Okay. So at this point, you guys, you can okay. Um, no, right? Okay, these are bullish candles, and this has to be read as well. Okay, no man. Okay, so exactly what you want to see, right? Exactly what you want to see. So we first look at confirmation number one. So what is confirmation number one? You go back to your book, open your book, and then you look at your plan. All right. One thing you see is you see a shooting star. You see a shooting star. You see an impulse movement to the upside. You see a candle losing momentum, and then you see a shooting star followed by a very strong impulse move to the downside. Right? Next thing you identify, you see these wicks. You see the wicks. This is your multi-touch. These wicks tell you that the market is rejecting this area. And the other thing you see is you see a structure, a pattern. This is where it comes to a pattern. You see a head, a shoulder, left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and then boom. That's just about it. So we've identified three. Then the next thing you check is you look where the market is at right now, right? You see if the market is at its highest high, in order for you to place that entry, a sell entry. you see if the market is at lowest low in order for you to place a buy entry. You don't want to see, you can see this, but you can't say, okay, I'm seeing this, but the market is at its lowest point. You want to sell. There's no way. There's no way you're going to be profitable in that case. So you see that direction, you see all the things that you need, and then you're ready to place your entry. Right. Let me remove these. Let me remove these. Let me just say. All right, perfect. So right now, guys, I did identify all the five things, and I hope you guys are ready for us to move into the real chart, just to show you a few things that you'd love. You feel much comfortable seeing me like diving into, right? So, so when I say trust your analysis, guys, I really mean trust your analysis. I really mean trust your analysis. It's very important that you trust your analysis. And the other thing, you are not like, no one would force you to say, okay, this is the time. No one should tell you what to do. Just trust your analysis, but do not trade against the trend. That's very important. So one thing, okay, here's the chart, right? Here's the chart. When do I buy? Right? So, okay, see the market pushing up, giving us a touch, coming down, giving us a double bottom, pushing up, giving us a higher high, pushing down, giving us a new higher low. Right, now I'm looking to place my entry. So it's a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. I want to place my entry here. This is three touches right there. This is three touches, right? There's the first touch, here's the second touch, either of the two because it's equal lows. Here's the third touch here. Right here, I want to place my entry, right? I've identified my trend line, which is the direction of the market. It's bullish. I've identified it. One. The second thing I have to identify is the pattern, right? So, do I see a pattern where I'd like to place my entry? Do I see a pattern? No, I don't see a pattern. So, guys, this is the area where we want to place our entry. Right there, right? This is our focus. So, see the market from here. It came here, shot down impulsively to the downside, but it has been disturbed by these small candles. So, we are still in this correction, right? We are still in this correction, right? So, what I'm looking for is to see the market breaking this correction, coming back to retested, and I'm buying the sell, the pair. Nice and simple. So let me remove this for now, and let me zoom in a little more closer, right? I want you to guys see something. Perfect. Perfect. I want you guys to see something. So the market, let me start from here. The market shot up. It came down with first thing, one thing I've identified is the direction. We're bullish. I want to buy in a bullish trend. I don't want to sell in a bullish trend. The market is coming down. The market is coming down. And when it gets here, second thing I identify is the candlestick confirmation. What am I seeing? I'm seeing a doji, which is our indecision candle. Right? After a red candle, I'm seeing a doji. And then boom, a very bullish, strong, impulsive candle, which tells us, okay, this is the perfect time to place my entry. But no, I don't want to risk it. This is where, because in this area, you scale down to your 15-minute, something would have came down just to tap into this trend line, and then you catch it all the way up. Maybe you stop somewhere below this doji, right? Very, very simple. The next thing, okay, we've identified the direction, we've identified the candlestick confirmation. We're seeing a doji followed by a nice bullish impulsive candle. Third thing, a pattern. What I'm seeing as my pattern here, I can't say I'm seeing something in this area exactly here, but what I can show you is that I am seeing a triple bottom, right? Seeing first touch, second touch, third touch. This is a triple bottom pattern, right? Ready to place my entry? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm ready to place my entry. Hell yeah. And then fourth one is the multi-touch we're looking for. So we saw that the market when it got to this area, it rejected it, right? It came here, gave us an engulfing, but it couldn't break the previous high. So we don't count it. Market came down, gave us a third touch. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3 or more touches. 2 or more touches is a confirmation, guys. According to me, I'm not saying you can change your analysis. I'm not saying you can change your entry requirements. It's a confirmation for me. And last and final thing, I want to see a market breaking some sort of a structure. So we're seeing an impulse move to the upside and then a correction. And then I want to see the market breaking this correction, coming back to test it. I'm risking it. I'm placing my entry here, right? I'm placing my entry here. Where is this thing? Placing my entry here when the market comes back to retest. My stop exactly right there. And I'm looking to buy the market all the way up there. Are we not profitable? We are, right? We are very, very profitable. If I don't want to risk it, this is where I take my trend line, I extend it. I extend my trend line, and then the same thing applies. I'll wait for the market to break this area. What do we have here? We have this high. So, okay, if I try to fix this and put this exactly right here, you'll see that's a perfect thing to see, right? So, this is now then what we look for. Take this up there, put your stop loss beyond, just before the trend line, just a little bit before the trend line. So it's a perfect entry, this one, guys. See the market respecting this trend line, and then finally it broke above, came back to retest this area right here, and then you place your entries, you're buying the market, boom, catch it all the way up here to be more realistic, because that's how you want to see it. Catch it all the way up here. But then if you reach your 80% to 90% entry, you're good to take your profit, right? So it's very simple, guys. If you look at it, it's very simple. Very, very simple to spot a good entry. Get your entry requirements right. Identify the trend. Look at the area to trade, a level where the market is either cheap or expensive, and then that's just about it. You're good to go. A goal is a dream with a deadline. I'm just giving you that, guys. It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and I am signing out. Thank you guys for the subs. Thank you for the support. If you find this very informative, comment in the section down below. And then I'll be dropping probably Friday or something. Like, yeah, in terms of the informative stuff, like giving you guys the goodies. Comment anything you'd like me to do for you on the section down below, and now I'll get into it without any further doubt, like without any hesitation, because that's why I'm here. Go subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you find this very informative, go like, share with your friends, and do the things to be done, guys. It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and I am signing out. Peace.